Imagine living in a world where the jobs people had were nothing like anything we know today. You'd think you know all about the past, but what if I told you some of the most bizarre, seemingly essential jobs never even existed? Stick around as we uncover 5 ancient jobs that you've probably never heard of, and spoiler alert, they're totally fake. First up, the human computer. Sounds real, right? Well, not quite. In the 19th century, human computers were supposedly people hired to do mathematical calculations by hand. But here's the kicker, they never existed as an official profession. People did the math, but the term was coined long after the fact. The human computer was just a job description, not a magical tech wizard of the past. Next, let's talk about the knocker-upper. No, it's not some medieval alarm clock, it's an imaginary job of the past. People supposedly hired someone to knock on their windows with a stick to wake them up for work. Sure, the idea sounds wild, but in reality, it's more folklore than fact. You won't find any official job listings for this one. Now here's a job that's equal parts strange and, well, completely bogus. The phrenologist. These folks supposedly studied the bumps on your head to determine your personality. You'd think it was some ancient form of therapy, but no, phrenology was nothing more than pseudoscience. So, while it may have sounded like a job, it was really just a way for charlatans to make a quick buck. Ah, the lamplighter. A romantic, nostalgic idea, right? The image of someone strolling through cobblestone streets lighting lamps with a long stick sounds like something out of a Dickens novel. But guess what? It's just a myth. People never had a dedicated job to light lamps across entire cities. This was more of a duty done by various workers, and it didn't become a formal career until electricity took over. So much for a lamplighter renaissance. Last, but certainly not least, is the town crier. Picture this, a guy with a bell, yelling out news like it's the morning paper. Sounds legit, right? The town crier did exist, but here's the twist, it wasn't as official as we think. In fact, many towns just relied on regular folks to shout out announcements, and often they were more about gossip than any official decree. It's not as formal as history books might lead you to believe. So, the next time someone tells you about these ancient jobs, remember, not everything old is true. Some jobs are just too weird to be real. Have any of these fake jobs surprised you? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Facts and Stories, where we separate history from myth.